When fighting against Sima Yi, you need to find his weakness and strike in one blow. The attack on the kingdom of Shu was a feint, so we could attack the west. Now my scheme is complete. Who cares about the prestige of Sima Yi?
Strategy?
Please take a look, Minister. The crime of recruiting warriors is a death sentence for the Sima family.
How can you be sure Sima Yi's building an army? Just by catching one of his servants? Is that enough evidence?
I know Sima Yi, Minister. He has an army. There's a lot of mystery surrounding Sima Zhao's servants. They all have military training. They must be warriors. If we make the servant confess, we can find out where he's been hiding his army. Then we can destroy Sima Yi once and for all.
What if we can't get his servant to tell us the truth?
Sometimes you need to give your enemy a little push. Think about it. Wouldn't Sima Yi be anxious if he found out that one of his warriors was missing? What do you think, Ding Mi? Act rashly, and will alert the enemy.
Hey, Zhuang, look at this here. I found a new kind of weed. Take a pinch of it, put it in a sachet. This smells incredible. I hope Jianjie will like it. This sachet over here represents my heart. Here, have a smell. Hey, I want to send it to her, hey?
Xiao Shuang, what's going on?
The Shu army have made preparations. There's no point in advancing further. We should withdraw.
100,000 of my soldiers have been on the march for an entire month, and you want to withdraw? Are we here to enjoy the scenery, or are we here to make war?
Xiao Shuan, be very careful. I'm the general. You're my subordinate.
Yes. General, can you please give me a proper explanation?
Yeah, my cousin. Do you know who our real enemy is at this point in time?
You led an army to fight against Shu. How can you not know who our real enemy is?
Our real enemy lies much closer to home.
Xiao Shuang, that's foolish talk. Even if you want to take Sima Yi's position, you still have to focus on Shu.
What if I have evidence that Sima Yi is plotting a rebellion?
What did you say?
We've captured one of Sima Yi's secret soldiers.
Of course you have a secret place in your office. Why am I not surprised?
To not have one would be foolish.
Great General. General Xie Ho.
What's going on here?
He's one of Sima Yi's secret soldiers. I'm interrogating him to find out where they're hiding this secret army.
I'm only one of Sima Yi's servants.
Stop. What did you say?
I'm just a servant.
Servant. How is a servant so good at martial arts, huh? Servant, listen carefully. Your companions have all been murdered by Sima Zhao. Hiding this secret won't benefit you. If you tell me where Sima Yi is hiding his secret army, I will grant you a title and land.
I'm only a servant, Great General. I was at Sima's mansion for 3 days.
Carry on.
Stop. You cannot continue torturing this man. The evidence you have is purely speculative.
A courtier can be charged for planning a rebellion if he secretly holds arms in his palace and has over 10 soldiers under his command. And Sima Yi definitely has an army of over 30 soldiers.
How can you know that, Grand General?
Zhuan, think about this for a moment, will you? If they're not guilty, why did Sima Zhao go to the trouble of killing the rest of the servants in their house? Please tell me why. Why? Because he felt like it?
General Xiaohu, the Great General, is taking action to protect our country. He'd rather detain someone who's innocent than release someone who's guilty, but if Sima Yi gains the upper hand, he could take control of the state.
Tell me, General, apart from this prisoner's confession, do you have any other evidence?
Sima Shi will know of our plan soon. What will be his next move? Sima Shi will know that these men will tell us the secret location of the army. That will be his next move. He'll make sure that his army receives a message to withdraw from the secret location immediately. He'll leave nothing to chance. Commandant He will oversee the rest of our plan.
The lotus flowers have been covered by the river and the orchids are beginning to fall. When Luyong changes from summer to autumn, it's beautiful, don't you think?
For all the plotting and scheming you do, I never would have taken you for a romantic.
Minister Ding, why are you so serious all the time? You see, it's all a game, and you must have fun when playing games. Look at all these people, Minister Ding. They may not know it, but they're chess pieces. You and I are the people who play chess. Unfortunately for the Sima family, we're only a few moves away from having them a checkmate.
Commandant, even if Sima Yi is hiding a secret army somewhere, I'm afraid that I won't be able to kill him. Anyway, he's an old courtier now. He's assisted 4 different emperors. If we fight against him, not only the people, but history will never forgive us. Sima Yi is nearly 70. He's been deprived of his power. It would be better for us if we allow him to live out the rest of his days.
Minister Ding, you've managed to make it to the top of your career, but you dare not stop and enjoy the view. You've become too timid. You keep on looking over your shoulder. Having gone through 4 emperors, Sima Yi no longer represents himself, but his family as well. All the courts throughout the country praise the Sima name. He has the support of former students and courtiers. We never had the support Sima Yi did. The court looks down upon you and me, all because of Sima Yi. The only thing preventing us and the general from taking control of the court is Sima Yi. I want to help the Great General by removing Sima Yi.
So you mean to take control of the country one day? Aren't you afraid that your actions might compromise the general, not to mention us? Are you aware that every person who's tried to challenge Sima Yi is now dead?
That's not going to happen to us, Ding Mi. Even if we can't compete with Sima Yi, we can deal with both of his sons. I think Sima Zhao's message for Sima Shi has arrived. Look over there.
You!
Sima Shi, a letter from your brother.
What does your brother want, Sima Shi? Is he in some kind of trouble?
Nothing serious. But I must go.
Look, there he goes.
Sima Shi looks as if he's going to leave the city.
He can't wait anymore. He's going to tell their secret army they need to withdraw.
Hey!
Hoji, why have you returned?
Where's Sima Shi?
He's hunting, outside the city walls.
Which gate?
Kayang Gate.
Yeah! Ja! Whoa! Master! Yeah. Master! Yeah. Hey! Yeah. Master Shi!
Uncle! Uncle! Master Shi, it's almost too late.
Uncle, save his strength.
I'll take you to the doctor right now.
Rubbish. You just failed to catch him.
I was discovered, my lord. I couldn't follow him. I had no choice.
It's too late for his plan to succeed. By now he would have delivered the message.
Are you sure that Sima Shi doesn't have Zhao Wu alive?
Zhao Wu's throat was cut. He must have died.
Go.
There's no point making the great general take so many men out to the forest. There's no point setting up a trap anymore. They've all been alerted by now. They'll have moved before we get a chance to find their army. I warned you not to be so confident going up against Sima Yi.
Minister Ding, we will never defeat Sima Yi if we're so busy fighting each other.
The only way to defeat Sima Yi is to remove his power from the court. We can't outwit him? Neither of us is a match for Sima Yi. He's too smart for us. Now that you've killed his servant, I'd be afraid if I were you. You might have disturbed a sleeping dragon.
Kill the horse!
Kill him!
the horse!
Kill him!
Well done, Majesty!
Kill him!
Yes! Kill the horse! Kill the horse!
Him.
Yes, that
Kill
horse!
him.
Be quick!
Kill
Kneel
him.
down! Kill the horse!
Kill
Be
him.
quick! Lift up
Kill
the hoof!
him.
Yes, kill the
Get
horse!
him.
Majesty,
Kill
kill the
him.
horse! Kill
Alex,
it!
get off!
You're okay, Your Majesty! There. It's okay.
Majesty.
It's all right. Here. What's wrong, Your Majesty? Do you want to die? Huh? You! Take him away and beat him!
You're the one who should be beaten.
Don't be angry, Empress.
So you attend to the Emperor by teaching him to play these silly games?
The Emperor is still young. He'll get bored if he studies all day long. Moreover, the Wei dynasty conquered the world on horses' backs. The Emperor can't abandon his military training for studies.
You call this military training? How is this going to teach him to ride a horse?
Yeah, the Emperor has to learn someday. By riding and shooting on our backs, he'll be used to it by the time he starts training. If you think that I have other intentions, I'm afraid you're mistaken. My only hope is that he grows up to be great like his father. That's all.
I don't know what you get up to privately in this room with my son. From now on, stay away from the Emperor and Jaifu Palace. You will not see my son again.
And, General? Do you
I
forget?
forgot nothing. You're the ones who forgot. Eunuchs are not allowed to involve themselves in politics. The affairs of the imperial harem depend on me. You're the great general's servant. Go and take care of your master. Guards, take him out now.
Yes, ma'am! Majesty! Majesty! Save me, Your Majesty! Majesty!
Don't
Majesty!
send him away! Please don't send my friend away! Don't take him away! Let
Majesty!
go! Let go
Majesty,
of him!
Majesty,
Stop
Majesty,
hurting my
save me!
friend!
Majesty!
Please let go of him! Don't take him away! Don't take him away!
Majesty. Have you done your homework? Is it all done? Majesty, if you abandon your lessons, how are you going to face the Grand Preceptor?
I don't want to see him again. He scares me.
Majesty, Grand Preceptor is one of the most loyal courtiers you have. Majesty.
Don't let him back in here.
Grand Preceptor was
I don't
chosen
like
by
the
your
Grand
father to
Preceptor.
assist you.
I don't want to see that man
Majesty.
again.
Message! Preceptor Sima, a letter from Luoyan.
Preceptor!
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 The purpose of my war with Shu was to get Sima Yi to draw out his army. But now you tell me that you found nothing?
Great General, I may have failed, but we can now confirm that Sima Yi does have an army. He's definitely planning on rebelling against the state. I advise you to take action now before it's too late.
Arrange more spies. We must monitor their every movement. Do it immediately.
Though surveillance is necessary, we can't get inside the mansion. Sima Yi has made some more precautions. It's going to be more difficult to gather any evidence. Great General, what about your other source inside the Sima mansion? According to Sima Zhao, the only person Sima Yi consults with is Sima Shi. Sima Shi has a wife. There's a chance he might confide to her.
No. General Xiahou certainly doesn't want to get his sister involved, and he likes Sima Shi. If we offend him, we'll lose one of our most powerful supporters in court.
That's enough. I don't want you to mention him. My cousin's made me furious. What's wrong with you, Dingmi? Why are you so stubborn? Why do you only focus on the Simas instead of the Taos?
General Shi Hao has remained a loyal supporter. If Sima Yi's planning a rebellion, he won't think twice before getting rid of Sima Yi.
Great General! Great General! Great General! You've come back. I almost didn't get to see you again, Great General.
Come now. Why don't you get up? You were just scolded by the Empress Dowager. Why are you crying? Are you a man?
I'm not a man. I'm not a man at all.
Come on. Well, I'll just have to say something to scare her. Don't worry. Your title's safe.
I don't care about the honor of my title. I worry about you, Great General. She won't dare treat me like that if Sima Yi doesn't return. If someone hits a dog they're not respecting, the owner of the animal, she does not beat me. She beats you instead.
Great General, what Leader Han says is true. It is over matters like these that you will have to fight against Sima Yi for now.
Brother,
what are you doing here?
I heard that you had returned. I wanted to see you.
Nothing to see. We achieved nothing.
You follow a useless general. You did well not to be defeated.
Only you would tell me that.
Don't get frustrated. Mother says father worries about you more than the other sons. One day, you will have a real battle where you'll realize your true potential.
Come here. Come here. Tell me what happened.
Huji is really hurt. He's bedridden.
I know. She told me that some bandits hurt him.
I don't believe that.
And why is that?
Because she has hidden soldiers in Mount Baymang.
How do you know that?
This man came to our house selling cloth. He let She come and choose cloth of his own. I didn't think he was a merchant. So I followed them when they left. That was when I found them.
Does anyone else know?
I haven't even told my own mother.
Why did you tell me then?
Because I believe that you'll protect the Sima family no matter what. So does she use the warriors to keep Chaoshang at bay? Should we tell her father about it?
Don't you dare tell father. Understand?
Yes, I do.
I have to be on duty, so I'm not always home. I need you to watch She.
I'll watch him. And his wife.
It's all my fault. I shouldn't have exposed you. I know Li Sheng. He's a malicious man.
I hold no position of importance, so it doesn't matter. My father probably won't care if I die. Why would Li Sheng want to kill me?
It's clear that Li Sheng knew that there was conflict between your father and the general. He wants to kill you, to gain favor with the general.
I'm not important enough to be killed. I hold no value. I'm a war hero during peacetime. I don't understand why I preoccupy so much of your time.
What's wrong, Sima Zhao? Don't you trust me?
If you want to help my father, just go and talk to him.
You're a smart man, but you still don't understand.
You're right. Will you please get to the point?
I don't want to help the Preceptor, but you, Sima Zhao.
Will you please stop playing around? If there's anyone you want to help, it's my brother, not me.
Your father has created a name for the Sima family, which means you have a good reputation. Because I'm involved with Cao Shuang, no one's ever going to trust me. I'm frowned upon. Your father would never accept my help, even if I offered it to him.
So because you can't help my father, you want to help me achieve what he has. You want to help me rise in my career.
Your father managed to help Cao Pi become the Emperor of Wei. Your father has an ability to reverse the course of events. I admire him for it. Wu and Shu still haven't been conquered. There's civil strife throughout the country. The Preceptor's getting old. Who's going to solve all these problems? Your father favors Shi. He's always been the favorite. You know this. Do you want to play second fiddle to your brother for the rest of your life?
Commandant He, you not only speak of treason, but of interfering in the relationship between me and my brother. You're not very cautious, are you?
Cautious? Cautious people don't go on to do great things. I want to be your wings. It depends on you, whether or not you want to fly.
What precisely do you want?
Sima Zhao, I want you to be like Emperor P, and I want to follow in your father's footsteps.
I think you're being a little optimistic.
Your father's prestige is greater than that of Emperor Wu. If you're able to inherit the power your father has acquired over the years, you could become the Emperor of Wei, or even become the man who will reunite our country.
The country? All of this belongs to the Cao family.
Cao family? The Emperor? You mean that little boy? Sima Zhao, do you truly believe that he can rule the state and reunite the country? You know he can't.
Father,
How is
Father,
Hoji?
Mr. Sima. Still very bad, but he's getting better. He'll recover.
Master, I'm worried about the treatment of Zhao. He's been treated with no care.
What about the court?
Things have become worse since your absence. Zhao Shuang's destroying the court. He Yang and Ding Mi have been stealing money from the state. They've been abusing power for their own personal gain. They're using the Secretariat mansion to appropriate land. If the courtiers do not give them gifts, they have them demoted. The older courtiers are longing for your return so that the court can be improved.
We should go home first.
Before you go home, sir, there's something important that I need to show you. You'll understand once we get there. This way, sir.
It doesn't really matter anymore. They're going to do what they want to do, regardless of everybody else.
I have to leave. Good day.
Master, have a look. Zhao Shuang has built this new mansion for himself.
Extraordinary.
It's in a very good location, beside the palace and the armory, taking the most important places in Luyang and placing them under his control. And that's not all. Do you see that high platform?
That's far too high.
He sees everything. He can see your entire mansion. It's been built specifically to monitor you. Mr. Sima, it may be a good idea for you to stay away.
He overthinks. Zhonghui, you overthink.
Sometimes he sleeps, sometimes he wakes. He's spoken. He's resentful that you didn't give him the daughter of Butcher Zhang.
My turn.
I'll cook a meal for you. The medicine's ready.
Mida.
Bitter.
All medicine is bitter.
Hungry.
Hungry? I'll cook you some food. What would you like?
5 spiced meat.
Fine. Wait for me. Hoji, that dish is beyond me.
The soup is key. Mash up bones. Add the soybean sauce. Stew it on high heat. Add salt. Then remove the foam. Mash the scallion into pulp. Add some pepper. And then add orange peels.
Got it.
All tofu. Use less salt and add all tofu.
Yes, sure.
Our child prefers light food and he cannot eat salty food.
Since you left, the Emperor is often kept away from me. Unethical men want to alienate him from you. There's nothing that I can do about it.
The Emperor is still too young. He'll understand everything fully once he's grown up.
Despite the fact that I am the Emperor's dowager, I am helpless in this palace. I'm suppressed by very powerful men. I need you to help me, Sima Yi.
And why did you choose me?
You know my situation. I do not have a son. It was the late Emperor who gave me the title of Empress. That means I have no voice in politics. My 2 brothers are still young. We need representation.
Your brothers will be lords with titles. Don't worry about that.
I heard that your granddaughter is very graceful and intelligent. Could you help me get my younger brother engaged to her?
My Empress, are you referring to Roll? She's too young for marriage. She's only 13 years old. She is too young to be a wife.
She's in the prime of her life. I will give her the very best care I can provide, as if she were my eldest granddaughter. Chief Sima, do you not agree?
I would like to. I'm truly overwhelmed by this show of kindness. It truly wasn't expected. My family thanks you.
Now that Cao Shuang's showing his true hand, I need to know that you are loyal to me, Sima Yi, and that you don't mean to betray me.
I understand.
Rue is still just a child. How can we just let our daughter get married, huh?
If things aren't as bad as we think, then we will not have to depend on Empress Gao. But if they are, Rue will have to get married.
The Gore family are commoners. They lack education. I've heard that they're vulgar. Our Rue is highly cultured. She'll be a perfect lady. If she marries one of the men of Gore, they'll hate each other. How will she live? Please reason with your father. Ask him why she can't marry a man with education and manners.
He will say that. Cao Sheng hates him to the core. One wrong step and we're all dead. Because of that, she won't just be able to marry any man. Not at this time. Although they have low status, they are related to the royal family. They can protect Rue if anything happens. Sometimes, Hui, in order to protect the family, there must be sacrifices.
Insatiable wench! Connecting with Simi's family. Through a marriage, all behind my back!
Great General, the key does not lie in Empress Dowager. It lies in Sima Yi. With the power of a preceptor, he can marry his granddaughter to any noble family, but instead he marries the granddaughter to a family of commoners. He's using the Empress Dowager to protect himself from you. The Emperor's too young to handle political affairs. Everything depends on Empress Dowager. This works perfectly for Sima Yi. Now that she's on his side, he'll get the Imperial Jade Seal.
It's the Emperor who has the Imperial Jade Seal, not her. If she decides not to listen to us, we can drive her away.
You've just given me a great idea. Why not put Sima Yi to the test?
Please explain.
Why should we focus our efforts on monitoring Empress Dowager? The Emperor's the one that we need to control. And we control the Emperor by separating the two of them.
Huh?
Let her go back to her palace.
Empress Dowager moved into the Emperor's palace because he was so young. But we can force her to move back into Yongning Palace because the Emperor has grown up. The Empress is the key to Sima Yi. We can determine what his plans are based on how he reacts to the Empress, moving back into her palace.
Fine. Let's drive her away. Your Majesty, you've worked very hard. Well done.
Uncle, can you help me shoot an arrow?
Yes. Your strength, your strength. Use your strength. There. Watch carefully. Shoot!
Uncle, I got a bullseye!
Majesty, if someone ever tries to take your kingdom from you, I will help you kill them.
Good. Uncle, you brought so many people. Are they going to play with me?
Yes, I've come here to play with you since I finished my work.
Majesty, you've played so much already. Shall we take the boat?
Yes, please.